Hello, it's Stuart, the Unrepentant Atheist. Thanks for tuning into my channel, and I do hope that you all had a very nice Christmas. So it's the 31st of December. I'll be probably making a New Year video later on, so I won't wish you Happy New Year at this point. But yeah, so this I'm reviewing this video, this call-in that Matt and Phil Ferguson did, asking the question, is crypto a religion? And I must say, this is another bizarre topic that Matt has taken on. We had a few days ago, I did a video on the debate he did on, is Mariology reasonable? That probably makes a little bit more sense in the context of atheism. Asking, is crypto a religion, is kind of branching out into a fringe area. The obvious answer to is crypto a religion is no. And I'm going to play here Matt's response to the question, which comes near the end, where he kind of winds up and concludes. So let's have a quick listen to it.
The person says that I have no idea how much money they have or don't have, but I'm doing okay. And I still cannot wrap my head around the idea of having money that I can afford to lose. What the fuck is that? I could spend money on a show, or, you know, you could spend money on snakes. You can spend money on drugs and enjoy that. But just money that I can afford to lose, money that I can just light on fire if it doesn't go my way. Nope. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, you can spend on anything. You're right. You can, in fact, spend on anything.
The reason I'm laughing is because Matt has got so little enthusiasm for this topic. You can just see it in his face. He's lost for words. He's just listened to 1 hour 25 minutes of crypto talk, and he looks so utterly bored.
I keep coming back to this because I really wanted to, you know, is crypto a religion? No, it's not a religion. But it could be, and you could certainly build a religion around it. And
yes,
we spend a lot of time.
How could you build a religion around crypto? Matt never really explored that idea. I mean, obviously, whatever crypto is, it's something of the material world. There's nothing supernatural about it. So I don't know about that statement of Matt. I'm not really sure whether I agree. The proposition being that you could build a religion around anything. I suppose if there was a figure to worship, you could do that. But well,
doing things to promote the things we care about. You and I do it. Everybody I know does it. We have an investment into the things that we care most about, irrespective of what their value is to somebody else.
Now Matt's found an angle on this, and he's quite good at this. You know, even if it's a topic he's not interested in, he can find a way into talking about it and filling some airtime.
We are constantly trying to get other people to recognize this and hopefully build connections where they value what we value. Because if you value me and I value you, and we together value LGBT rights, or we together value Magic the Gathering cards, or we together value Ethereum, then now it seems more real than it did when it was just me that was valuing it. And I see this all the time. There's this judgmental thing of, you know, oh, your kink's not my kink, or your hobby's not my hobby, but, you know, it's valid and all that. There are aspects of this that I know lead people to conclude, oh, well, this is a religion, or this is like a religion. And you're not wrong that it is like a religion. And so is football. So is the World Cup. You know, I don't give a shit about the World Cup.
Yeah, well, this thing about, okay, like a religion, you can say that you, for example, you do something religiously, meaning that you take it, I suppose it means that you take it very seriously. It's something that you do regularly, you observe certain protocols, etc., certain maybe traditions, and there's some kind of group sense to doing something in a targeted way with a sort of some kind of grand purpose. So in that sense, you know, we can say that I'm very religious. I mean, I've just taken up the violin. I do it every day. I make sure I do it every day, or even twice a day, 2 30-minute sessions a day. And I'm quite religious about the way that I play my violin. But there's nothing about that particular use of the word that connotes with, for example, Christianity or any kind of real religion, which points to sort of a grand cosmic purpose and God, for example. So if you're going to use the word religious like that, then yeah, but you kind of you're just applying an alternative usage to the word.
Congratulations to Argentina. I wouldn't even have known what happened.
Yeah, Argentina. Yeah, Matt doesn't give a shit about the World Cup. Obviously, he's American, and I suppose most Americans don't, because they've got sports which are more important to them. Yeah, I was disappointed with the World Cup. England did badly again. I'm annoyed about that. Well done, Argentina. You know, one of the great international sides, and well done, Lionel Messi. So it doesn't surprise me that Matt's not interested in football.
Happened if it weren't for the fact that Johnny was visiting me and sat on the couch and said, here's what happened at the end.
Although I do find it amusing that the world's greatest game, and let's face it, football is the international sport, is not really valued by America. I guess most Americans didn't even know their side was participating, and did fairly well. So that's sort of quite funny, really. But I'm digressing. Let's get on with this.
End of World Cup stuff, because I just don't care. We have built a world where we have a mix of things that are tangible, and because we value them, we want to do the intangible and give that value. And
I think that's quite a clever thing that he said there. Obviously, I see what he's getting at. So he's saying that, you know, crypto has become one of these tangible things that people are putting a kind of value on it, and I think he's kind of approaching saying that it's like a religion, but I don't really think it is.
And that's where I think some people come to this notion that crypto or NFT or any of those things are religions. I don't think they count as religions in my head.
Of course not.
But I don't think it would take a lot of effort to make them religion-like. I think that when we look back at how different religions formed, every single one of them was like everything else in our life, about someone valuing something and getting someone else to value it too. I don't know. That's how the world works. You know, what's my house worth? What's your house worth? What's this worth? This is how we measure things. It's how we connect with each other. And we do it not just always with what's the dollar value of this, but hey, what do you do for a living? Because that determines how valuable you are to me. What degrees do you have? That determines how valuable you are to somebody else.
Well, I don't know. I think that Matt's now moving into another area now. He's moving well away from real religion, and he's just talking about social constructs and group values and that type of thing, cultural things. And I think that he's just moving way away. I disagree with him when he says that, you know, obviously crypto is not a religion, but he can say how with some effort it could be made religion-like. I don't really know how he would justify that at all. He's not really. I don't really see that he's made a good coherent case for that. Maybe you disagree with me. In terms of how I see religion, crypto is nothing like a religion, and it's not even religion-like. If you want to say, for example, that football has a kind of almost religious meaning to people, in the sense that they put tremendous value on it, then okay. I mean, well, in that case, something in my life I put tremendous value on is classical music. I love classical music. Then let that be my religion. But to me, it's fairly meaningless to say that, because there's nothing really religious about it. There's nothing supernatural about it. There's no grand purpose or grand design or any big philosophical propositions about it. So it's fairly meaningless. Yeah, I won't play any more of this. Just to make one or two comments on crypto. cryptocurrencies. I'm not convinced that Matt knows much more about crypto after watching him on this video than he did at the start, and he's clearly not that really interested in the subject. I'd like to see him doing more videos, more debates where he is interested in the subject. I know that's going to be repeating material that he's already done probably, but that's the nature of really what he's good at. So on crypto, I mean, the only thing I would say about crypto is it looks to me like the same kind of confidence trick that has been around for a long time, really since it was possible to create companies and have stocks and shares. I read Trollope's book, what was it called? Big important novel, The Way We Live, I think it was called. And part of it was about this entrepreneur who started up a railway company in America, this company that was going to transport goods from one part of the country to another. And actually he never had any intention of using the money that he gathered from investments, people buying the stocks and shares. He never had any intention of spending a single penny on railway tracks. And Trollope understood how it worked then and really how it works now, that you build up confidence in an idea, you get people to invest in it, and the people who were in at the beginning, who got the shares at the best price, they're the ones who will reap the reward, and all the idiots that came in later and bought up the shares at higher prices are the ones who will lose. And in the case of Trollope's book, the man that started it off made a lot of money, and some of the original investors, although when some of the original investors wanted their money back, he wasn't able to provide it. But so with the Ponzi schemes, I mean, it's another Ponzi scheme. There's no there's nothing backing up Bitcoin or any cryptocurrencies except the confidence that investors have got in it. And I suppose as long as that confidence keeps going, then obviously there will be money to be made. But I understand that the people who make the money are those who get in near the beginning and buy at the low prices, and that if you're going to make money out of crypto, it means somebody else has got to lose a lot of money. So it's not something I'm interested in getting into. Bravo to you if you've made money out of it. Well done. But I'm not interested in cryptocurrencies at all. And I also don't waste time investing in stocks and shares. I believe in what Henry Ford said, that money should be put to good use. He didn't believe in investing in stocks and shares either. He thought money should be put into factories and put to proper use. He had a kind of scornful attitude to people who try to make a quick buck out of stocks and shares. And that's why it makes me laugh when people say, oh, the investors in shall we say British Gas are expecting a return on their investment. Yeah, they're not really investing in the business. All they've done is they've bought pieces of paper which they hope are going to accumulate in value and provide them with a return. So they're not really true investors in the business. They would be if, like in Trollope's example, you had a railway company that needed money to build actual tracks, and if people were putting in money and getting stocks and shares for that to build actual tracks and get the company going, then yeah. Or if a company needs to raise a few million to invest in, say, drug research, and they haven't got the money and they issue shares, yeah, I mean, that's proper investment. But it's not investment really when the shares start trading hands and people are just trying to jump onto quick money. Well, you'll probably say that my attitude there is, I don't know, bad or ignorant or something like that, but I don't care. I don't invest in stocks and shares. I've got my own business. I invest in my own business. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back again with another video soon.